All these stories you are about to hear are based on true fictitious stories.
They say behind every great man is a great woman, but sometimes that woman is a great man. And for nearly 2 decades, Potchki's been without his trusted assistant Nebbish, and the years have not been kind to him. Potchki's been dateless, homeless, panthless, and sometimes jobless, but not friendless. Tonight's episode is called Nebbish is on the Move. Why don't we listen in?
Potchki Chronicles Detective Agency. We catch the bad guys 'cause no one else can. You pay us to, yeah. Potchki Chronicles Detective Agency. We do the dirty work no one else can. Potchki Chronicles Detective Agency. No crime too big, we'll make 'em plea. Our fees are paid up front, no hostility. Entrez-vous.
Good morning, Mr. Nebbish.
Harvey, my name is Nebbish. Ichabod Mortimer Nebbish. Ichabod, it's Hebrew in origin, meaning no glory. I don't look for the glory. I am a helper. Mortimer is English, Welsh, Scottish, and Irish, meaning Dead Sea, which explains my stare. Last, but not least, Nebbish is a Yiddish term meaning poor thing. But I digress. It's not Knob, Nobbish, Icky, Morty, Nebby, Nebster, Nebuchadnezzar, Nostromo, Nunzio, Ned, Nedster, Nerdy Ned, Nedelko, Irving, or Arthur. It's Mr. Nebbish to you. Nebbish and Neb to my friends, and once Ben. I had a dyslexic house Hebrew.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Nebbish. Should I clean out my desk?
What? No, you're fine. How long have you been here?
I have been with the company exactly 17 days, 36 hours, and 19 seconds, sir.
Okay, a bit too exact, but okay, I like that. Nothing says more to me than being precise. Do you know what the most precise thing is, Jeff?
Sir, Jeff was your last assistant. I'm Harvey.
Listen, Jeff Harvey, I ask you, young sir, which is more precise, a clock or a beating heart? Both tick in rhythm, and if both are off just the slightest bit, then what happens, Harvey? Quick.
No idea, Mr. Nebbish, sir.
Just Nebbish, Harvey. What was I saying? Ah, yes. Chaos, Harvey. Can we live in a world with chaos? Can you live in a world with chaos? I can. I thrive on chaos, Harvey. Did you know I was once held hostage and tortured?
No, sir. That's horrible. What happened? Did they beat you? Any latex involved?
Within inches of my life. Wait, did you ask about latex?
No. Why did they hold you captive? I bet the ropes were really tight.
Why does anyone get held hostage and tortured, Harvey? For information. But did I talk? Nope. Never got anything out of me.
Wow, sir. Whatever you were keeping secret, that must have been really important.
I've learned that some things are best kept secret.
Mr. Nebbish, you don't have to go on if this is too much for you.
I like you, Jeff. You think outside the parallelogram.
How did you get out of the situation?
I was about to talk when all of a sudden I look up and there he was. Lester Potchki, the greatest detective I have ever worked for. And I have only worked for one detective. He would make Mickey Spillane look like Raymond Chandler's second wife, if you get my meaning.
I don't.
Okay, leave me to look everything over. No calls. I'm too busy for that right now.
Sorry. Here is last week's balance sheets, profit and loss sheets. Also, this package was dropped off for you by our internal investigative team. May I ask you, who is Chester Potchki?
Excuse me? His name is Lester Potchki, and he is only the greatest friend that I have ever had. He was always there when I needed him. We were connected instinctively. He had my back, and I had his. He is like that security blanket you have as a kid. When something is wrong, he was there. Let's see where he is now.
According to our investigation, Mr. Lester Potchki is working as a store detective at Big Buys Big Box Stores just outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah, makes sense. He must be onto something very big. Let me see what he's up to. Do you have the internal video for me to watch?
Yes, sir. It's all right here on this hard drive.
Did you watch any of this? Be honest.
No, sir. It was delivered this morning by Zippy Delivery Service. They're the zippiest.
Oh, when you get a chance, run downstairs to the coffee shop and get me a venti mocha latte, extra froth, half skim, half French vanilla, quarter milk with a shot of espresso and a chocolate chip scone. If they do not have the chocolate, get me a blueberry. Also, can they make the foam look like me? Not a deal breaker if they can't or won't.
Yes, sir, Mr. Nebbish.
All right, Potchki, what did you get yourself into now? Let's see. Pictures of you in your uniform getting a little tight around the waist there. Here's why. You're sampling all the food they have out on the sales floor. What is that you're putting in your pockets? Is that a roll? No, your stomach must be acting up. Okay, so standard security work. You're logging in on time. That's surprising since you never showed up till 1 p.m. so you could watch your shows. Wow, you actually have caught a few shoplifters. Okay, let's see some of the footage of you at work. What the hell are you doing with that old blind man? Potchki, he's blind.
I see the suspect, which is more than I can say for him.
If I was not watching this footage with my own 2 eyes, I would never believe it. The dog is a seeing-eyed dog. Where the hell are you off to? The meat section? Oh, crap, you're giving the dog raw meat and getting on all fours. What the hell? Oh, my. Now you're the dog, and you're leading him into a... Oh, for Jiminy Cricket's sake, I can't watch this right now. I'm getting worked up. Breathe, Ichabod. Just breathe. Remember your studies in Bushido and meditate.
Ichabod, watch your breathing.
It's Ichabod, not itch. The ch sounds like a k, like you just stepped in something and you say icky.
Oh, well played. Now back to work. What is the code of the samurai?
The samurai code of conduct, known as Bushido, held that the true warrior must hold that loyalty, courage, veracity, compassion, and honor as important above all else.
Good. Almost like you read it verbatim from a website or textbook. Now how does a samurai treat life?
A samurai respects all life to counterbalance the way of the warrior.
Do we take a life needlessly, Ichabod?
No, master. Only if they are attacking someone or in self-defense. Or we find ourselves at a Denny's at 3 a.m.
So then if the man that haunts your dreams were here, what would you do?
Master, please don't make me.
You must conquer your fear, Ichabod. Now tell me.
I would look him in the eye and say, "Hello, my name is Ichabod Mortimer Nebbish. You tortured me and dry-shaved me. I forgive you. You were taking orders from Roland Aids, and my friend killed you to save me.
So do you now owe this friend?
I owe Lester Potchki my life."
Did you say Potchki?
Yes, why?
No reason. Just an odd name. Yes, an odd name.
Master, when I complete this course, do I get a graduation certificate?
Graduate? What are you talking about? You only paid me for weekend rate. I have to go back to make dumplings on Monday.
Were you sleeping, sir?
Harvey, do you meditate? It clears the mind and helps you focus your mind. I find meditation is good for the soul, just as a cup of coffee is good for your constitution. Good thing I have a private bathroom. Go man the phones, Harvey. I'm still busy going through this file you gave me.
Yes, sir, Mr. Nebbish.
Let's fast forward this a bit. Okay. Why are you in your street clothes and at work? Uh-oh, you're following someone. Who is this guy? Enhance. Enhance again. Run a facial recognition algorithm. And nothing pops up. Potchki, what the hell are you doing? He's eating samples.
So much fun.
Fitting room. Seriously? Ooh, that's a nice green shirt. All right, let's fast forward some more, and now the police are involved. My money's on Potchki getting fired, and... boom goes the dynamite. Oh, Potchki. Let's see who these police officers are. Monroe and Slant. Let's fast forward and see where this goes. Okay, Slant has the perp outside. Where's she going? Harvey!
Yeah, Mr. Nebbish.
Is there any outside footage available along the side of the building? All I see are the lights flashing from the squad car. I want to see what's happening over on that side.
I'm not sure, sir. I will make a call.
I need that footage ASAP.
Right away, sir. I will call the company that got the footage and see if they have any from the side of the building.
Yeah, Go call, please. Shut the door. I want to go over this paperwork.
Good morning, Mr. Nebbish. Mr. B is on line 1 for you.
Mr. B will have to wait.
Call this guy, call that guy. Don't call me Neb. Don't call me Icky. Don't call me Nobby. Don't call me Nancy. Oh, I'll make a call, alright. Let's see what happens now, bitch. Passcode 121718.
Line secure, go ahead.
This is Harvey Assitante. I need to speak with the head chief.
Transferring now. Please burn in hell while you wait.
You got Potchki.
Mr. Flotchki, this is Harvey.
Don't know him. Thanks for calling.
Harvey? Your nephew?
Oh, get a sense of humor, kid. What do you have to report? It better be good.
The dove is in the barn.
What? Dove? Birds freak me out.
Oh, gotcha. Nebbish was reading all the information and then he was watching the footage. He asked me to see if there was any footage from the side of the building, whatever that means.
Very astute of you, Mr. Nebbish. He sees there is something amiss with Mr. Hopper. So, let's give him the footage, but only some of it. Let's let him see some of the interaction between Officer Slant and Mr. Hopper. Smitty! Yes, sir, Mr. Flotchki. And it's Sean. Scotty, I want you to have the boys send Harvey some more footage. Look and see if there's any footage from the Potchki event. Cut off some of the footage from the beginning when Slant and Hopper are talking and make it look worn. Let's show her tasing him and give him what he wants.
Yes, sir, Mr. Flotchki. I will have this footage in a few minutes. Shall I email, overnight, hand deliver, call a service, strap it to a pigeon's leg?
Harvey, we're gonna email you footage. Do you have a USB that is clean to use?
Yes, Uncle Flotchki.
Good. When you get the footage, rush it into Nebbish and tell him that the security company said it is a bit damaged. But there's something he needs to see.
Sure thing, Uncle Flotchki.
That is all. Bye. Thank you, Harvey.
Communication terminated. Have a terrible day.
Come on in. Were you just whistling Dixie?
No, I'm just really good at my job. Mr. Nebbish, the security company just emailed me the footage and it's here on the USB drive.
Okay. Please, just give it to me. I have a feeling that this is going to give me some answers. There is something about the suspect. Like, this might have been staged. I just can't put my finger on it.
What? Do you think he is setting up Potchki to get fired and start being a private detective again?
No, I just can't figure out where to put the USB drive. I can never put my finger on the spot to plug it in.
I will leave you to your research.
Thank you. And nice work on the coffee. You're turning into a damn good assistant.
Yes, sir.
Wait a second. What is that? Okay, so here is Slant talking with the perp. A little rough with him.
And this is not right.
Why did the screen jump and now it's fine? I wonder. Okay, now back to Potchki talking to Officer Monroe. Oh, he thinks he's got game, but wow, is he throwing wide. She is not interested in you, Lester. He is so oblivious. That's it. Nothing else. They go their separate ways. Oh boy, now what do I do?
Do about what, Mr. Nebbish?
Enough is enough, Harvey. You ever reach a point where you just say, screw it? Jerry Maguire this life. You know what? This is a brash last-minute decision, but I am resigning as assistant to Mr. Bezos. Tell Jeff I will keep my stock options, but I am going to give up my $400,000 a year salary, 2 months vacation paid in full, healthcare benefits, that's dental, vision, and fungal, also returning my keys to the nicest executive bathroom I have been in, Amazon Omega, don't ask, one of the closest parking spots I have ever had, Fruit Cup Mondays, Taquito Tuesdays, Chili Bowl Wednesdays, and, of course, Oatmeal Fridays.
You forgot about Thursday, sir.
No, I didn't forget. I bring my lunch on Thursdays. I'm not a huge fan of the meatloaf. It's very dry and I don't like lumpy gravy. Okay, enough of this wormhole. Can you do what I'm asking you to do?
I'm not sure, sir. Are you asking me what I think you're asking me?
I think you know what I'm asking you, and yes, I am asking you.
But, sir, I'm not ready for this.
I need you to be me. You take over as his temporary assistant until I am replaced. Now, he will have a hard time replacing me. Musk still has issues with me leaving. I need to write a letter of resignation. Harvey, when I walk out that door, you will be taking over as the assistant head of operations of one of the biggest companies in the world. Can you handle it?
Sure, I guess.
No, Harvey, you can't just guess. This chair I am sitting on is a very important chair. Do you know what this chair is, Harvey? Sit in the chair, Harvey.
Ooh, that is a comfy chair. Just melts and hugs your body.
Shh. My loyal assistant. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Why am I resigning from such an amazing job with an amazing company? Because like you, I am an assistant at the root of it all. My loyalty is with who I work for. I was loyal to Elon Musk. I assisted him with his Tesla line. I told him to look into SUVs, and one day we were talking, and I suggested a rocket that could take off and land the same way. Look where he is now. And when there was no more challenge, I went where I was needed. Who do you think came up with 2-day shipping and Prime membership? Yep, this guy. But in the end, I am leaving because in truth there is only one man I want to assist, and I want to save the man that saved my life. I want to work for Lester Potchki, owner, operator, CEO, COO of Potchki Chronicles Detective Agency.
One last thing before you leave, Mr. Nebbish. Who is Jerry Maguire?
Read the user reviews, Harvey. That's all I'll say. User reviews tell the whole story. Goodbye, old friend.
Hey, Nebbish, your proctologist called. He said he won't be able to see you tomorrow morning. They're going to reschedule towards the back end of the day. He paused. I think he said it was the proctology joke, but seriously, your appointment's in the late afternoon.
I'll have to reschedule indefinitely. Well, it's been real, Harvey. I hope you learned something. I know I did. Now, I must be going. Potchki Chronicles Detective Agency. No crime's too big, we'll make 'em pay. Our fees
Bye.
are paid up front. No hostility. Never let the chair turn you. And with that, Ichabod Mortimer Nebbish stepped away from his lucrative life of overnight deliveries and electric cars for the smell of used wine and second-hand pastry pockets. He leaves on his terms and starts a whole new chapter. Here's to a winning scratch-off ticket. We wish him well. Tonight's episode was in no way sponsored by Amazon, Tesla, or any other major corporation mentioned.
Potchki Audio Chronicles is produced by
Hey, Abbott!
Productions. Created, written, directed by Eric and Horowitz and Robert A. Palmer. Edited by Michael A. Weiss. Additional editing by Robert A. Palmer. Sound designer and sound mixing by Tom Stamatio. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Ichabod Mortimer Nebbish is played by Nathan Faudree. Harvey Assitante is played by Eric N. Horowitz. Sensei-san is played by Benjamin M. Wong. Sean LaGune and Stanley Hopper is played by Timothy Muller. Officer Jill Monroe is played by Brynna Soth. Officer Jane Slant is played by Vani Neel. Buzzy the Intercom is played by Robert A. Palmer. Harvey Flachski is played by Carlos Ortega Jr. Special thanks to Steve Bloom and Bloomvox Studios. Copyrights 2019 by
Hey, Abbott!
Productions. Visit us on the web